Stuart, you challenge your players to step up in the absence of Lennon Miller. Certainly did that today for you.
Yeah, no, I thought, and you say in the absence of Lennon Miller, I say in the absence of a performance against Hearts. That was my biggest point that I wanted to address today, and that was what the players wanted to. You know, it's fine and well me saying that, but they were hurting a little bit. They were a bit sore for the performance just a few days ago, and I just felt that they gave us that today right for the word go. I thought we looked as if we were in connection with everything that we were trying to do, and obviously we scored a couple of good goals. I addressed the bit where I think that we can certainly play better in the second half, and we can make that a lot easier for ourselves. Take the threat Aberdeen away, spend more time in the ball with more control. But the biggest part for me today was to get a reaction and to look to get 3 points, and with the added bonus of a clean sheet, which is great for us.
The red card didn't happen just in front of you, a red card for you?
Well, at the time, there looked as if there's contact. It looked as if Rubezic jumps up and makes contact with Tony. And I've actually just seen the television pictures there, which kind of confirmed that as well. So I don't know that there's much to contest there. I don't think you'll get away with that reaction. We did a straight red card to Dan Casey for nothing like that, which was obviously rescinded. So you know, you can say it's a break or whatever. When we went through this spell that we have done in the last number of weeks, you'll understand that I'm not going to speak too much about it, and I'll just let it go. And I feel that it was probably justified. I think the referees probably got it right.
I know he's a player who maybe said it's gone under the radar a wee bit this season, but Ewan Wilson's first goal for the club and just general performance today, is that goal merited off the back of the season he's had as well?
Yeah, I'm delighted for him. He's reached every kind of challenge that I've set him so far, be it a couple of times he's played in midfield, you know, playing it on the left hand side, playing against good players on a weekly basis, and all those learning points, all those learning curves that come for a young player that might not have thought that he was going to find himself in this position, but he's embraced it. I feel that he carries a real threat with his quality and his left foot, and we speak to him a lot about trying to get his shot volume up because he has such control and such good technique that way. So delighted that he finds himself in that position and has the composure to execute it, and it's obviously a big goal in the game at that stage to get the first one.
Paul again coming on, particularly the reaction for Callum Flattery coming on to the park as well, that put sort of a nice ending to the game, starting to see light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, I keep saying it, we've got a lot of good players there that are trying to find their way back into full fitness. Sam Nicholson, Jack Vale, Stephen O'Donnell, Paul McGinn, Callum Slattery, the list kind of feels endless, but I don't say it smugly. I know these guys can play football, I know these guys that could be very good players for this football club, so especially pleased to see some of them come back on the pitch and offering us the quality that they have and the contribution they can give. But I have to touch especially on Callum Slattery when you've been out for that period of time with that kind of significant injury. We missed the bounce game, as I said to you, just the other day, which was a blow, but I've watched him in training and I don't want to get carried away too much, but it's just a lad that has such enthusiasm and such joy in playing football, that has so much quality to bring. So, you know, even at that stage in the game today, I know he's going to go in there and handle the ball. I know he's going to go in there with real enthusiasm. And as I said to the players in the dressing room there, it's always that human touch on it. You know, when somebody enjoys playing the game as much as he does, you're just desperate and you love to see him getting back on the pitch.
Where did your yellow card stem from?
The frustration with a decision. That's probably what it comes down to.
Can you confirm there were 2 more reds for coaches in either team at half time?
I believe there was a bit of a fracas in the tunnel, which for me, when you deal with competitors and again human beings, then that type of thing may happen. I don't actually know the ins and outs of it. I was in the dressing room at that point. I missed absolutely every part of it. So I know that one of the coaching staff at Aberdeen was given a red, and I know that Richard Foster was given a red. So that's the situation. It's not what we're angling for, it's not what we want, but essentially that was the fallout from it.
What can you say about Tawanda? Sure, because he had massive involvement in the first goal, a piece of brilliance for the second goal.
Yeah, he's just he's another one that's a breath of fresh air. We didn't feel that he turned up against Hearts, and there's always a frustration when you know that he's got so much quality, and I'm not pinning that on solely him. It's just that when you're as good handling the ball and you know that creative brain that he's got and the quality he's got, we want it every single week. We want to see that every single opportunity, but remembering that he's in his infancy, his senior career, he's not played that many senior games, but he's having a good impact. And the bit that I speak about is I think he gives you a threat playing between players and receiving the ball, but I also think he gives you that threat with his pace. I think a lot of people just lean to the fact that he's got that pace, but very, very clever with his change of direction and how he handles the ball, and he's had a massive bearing in the game for us yet again today, and he needs to continue that, because the sky starts to become the limit, in my opinion, if you can rack up the numbers along with the performances.
Certainly no let up in terms of the intensity of the fixtures either. Another 72 hours.
Nah, we've managed to squeeze another one in there. We managed to get another one in there, which is great. It's fine. That's what it is. You're coming into it off the back of a victory. You know, it's a completely different game on the AstroTurf against Kilmarnock. We need to approach it different. Potentially team selection alters and shifts a little bit to make sure that everybody's as fresh as they can be. But it's going to be a challenge. It's going to be a tough old game against a team that have got a good home record on that. On the surface, a team that's currently, I don't know what the results are just now, but in really good form, Kilmarnock, and they gently have been since Derek's been in charge as well. So I know what to expect and what they can bring. For us, it's to try and start the game the way we did against Rangers, start the game the way we did against Aberdeen, and give ourselves an opportunity in a difficult away fixture.
Okay.
Brilliant, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Stuart.